Good day to you and welcome to another Paddocks Club video tutorial. With all the load shedding and interrupted electricity supply last year, Paddocks was inundated with queries on how Bodies Corporate could install generators in their schemes. With the severe water shortages this year, there has been a number of questions relating to the process that needs to be followed for the installation of boreholes. Many sectional title schemes have invested lots of time, energy and money into their gardens, with strict water restrictions limiting non-essential water usages, such as watering gardens, filling swimming pools, and washing cars. We've seen a substantial increase in the interest shown in alternative water sources. Therefore, this video will address how Bodies Corporate can authorize the installation of boreholes in their schemes. The borehole will need to be sunk deep into the ground and will require certain infrastructure, such as pipes, a pump or power supply, a control panel, a tap, and a storage tank. Inevitably, this will mean that the borehole will take some space within the scheme. It could be placed on common property or within exclusive use areas. So let's first look at the process for the installation on common property. In light of the severe drought and water shortages, the installation of a borehole on common property could certainly be justified as a reasonably necessary improvement to common property. PMR 29 Sub-Rule 2 sets out the process to be followed by the body corporate for this installation. The body corporate may propose to make alterations or improvements to the common property that are reasonably necessary, provided that no such proposal may be implemented until all the members are given at least 30 days written notice, with details including the estimated costs associated with the proposed alteration or improvement, details of how the body corporate intends to meet the costs, including any details on special contributions or loans that the body corporate might incur, as well as a motivation for the proposal, which might include drawings and plans of the proposed alteration or improvement, and also showing their effect and giving a motivation and a need for them. If during this notice period any member in writing to the body corporate requests a general meeting to discuss the proposal must not be implemented unless it is approved with or without amendment by a special resolution adopted at that general meeting. So now let's look at the process to be followed if the borehole is installed on an exclusive use area. The holders of exclusive use rights over parts of gardens within the scheme may wish to install boreholes to service their sections and exclusive use areas. This can be achieved by following the procedure for authorizing the construction or placing of any structure or building improvement on an exclusive use area that is set out in PMR 30G, and it states that the body corporate must take all reasonable steps to ensure that a member or any other occupier of a section or exclusive use area does not construct or place any structure or building improvement on an exclusive use area, which in practice constitutes a section or an extension of the boundaries or floor area of a section without complying with the requirements of the Act and the Sectional Titles Act, provided the body corporate may, by ordinary resolution, give consent for such structure or building improvement if they're satisfied that it does not require compliance with such requirements, and they may also prescribe any reasonable conditions in regard to the use or the appearance of the structure or building improvement, and then they can also withdraw any consent if the member or the occupier of a section breaches any of the conditions. So finally, let me point out some other important practical and procedural steps. Before anyone decides to install a borehole, they should first investigate whether there is an aquifer or an underground water source on the proposed site. Before a borehole is installed, it may also be wise to get a geotechnical surface and subsurface site inspection and an investigation and an inspection done to ensure that the borehole will not cause any subsidence problems in the future. I also suggest that the body corporate or holder of exclusive use right informs the body corporate insurer of the borehole's installation, which may affect the insurance premiums. Finally, either the body corporate or the holder of the exclusive use right will also need to register their boreholes with their local municipalities. The procedure for registration is usually a two-step process. You send an email with certain information such as your name, the contact details, the address and IRF number where the borehole will be situated, and then secondly, once it's registered, the local municipality will send a free sign to display on the property. The sign that's clearly visible to the public is a legal requirement during water restrictions and is necessary to avoid fines issued by water inspectors. Thank you for joining me, and if you have any comments or queries, please post them on the discussion forum. Goodbye.